Hello and welcome to the AFL Auto Blends 3D car creation channel. This is the next episode in the Blender tutorial series of a 1905 Star Gordon Bennet race car. In this episode we're going to be looking at the spatial details within the cockpit or interior area. So in this episode we'll be looking at this plate we created, putting some thickness into it, and also to put in the openings for the pedals, for the accelerator, the brake and the clutch. Now these are obviously rough cut in steel, not very pretty, are they? But we'll be not doing that exactly like that, but making it look a bit more presentable. So first we need to have an idea of where to put these, and I suggest that we put a template in for the steering wheel column. So that's what we'll do first. So let's move this across. I'm going to side view, and I've put this image in, which I've been using roughly for the side of the vehicle. As you can see, this is different to there, but that's because of the perspective issue. So we've got to be aware of that. So what we're going to do is to press shift and right mouse click around about here to set the cursor there. Press shift and A, make sure we're in object mode, shift and A, and put in a mesh cylinder. So there we are, there's the start of it. Go to this box here at the bottom and immediately put 0.03 in, which is 30 millimeters. 0.03, 0.03 again, and it'll be around 0.5 meters long. So that's not changed it very much, has it? That's certainly not 0.03. That's because I've done the dimension. Right. Okay, I've done it in the wrong bit. So let's go back a stage. Shift and A, add in a mesh cylinder. Right. Move this down to 16 vertices, because that's all we want. Close this off, press the N key, and we'll put the dimensions in here. So 0.03, 0.03, and we'll make this about 0.5 meter long. So it probably needs to be a bit longer than that. Let's do it 1 meter long. Okay, so now we'll rotate it. So rotate it till we've roughly got that angle there. Then just press G and just move this into place there. Okay, so let's rotate it, move it on the x-axis. Right, go to top view. I think it needs to be roughly around about here, around about there. So we're looking at the center line between here and here. So let's have a look at the real thing. It's actually more over there, so I'm just going to move it to about there. We can always move it if we need to. So come across, press N, the N key to get rid of that menu, and that's where we are. Now we want it on the end of that, so let's have a look. So I'll just move this well, actually move it back again. So that's roughly in place. Okay. So that's good. So go to side view again, roughly the right length. Probably move it down then, just a bit. What does that do? I'll move it forward again. So just a little bit more. Okay, so that's roughly in place. So now we grab our, double click and get our plate back, and we'll add some, no, we won't add thickness to it yet. So tab into edit mode, tab into that view. Right, so if we go to the top view, and we go into, press Z or Z and go into wireframe. Let's make things visually better for us by minimizing the minimizing that. Let's pick up that loop cut and let's move that, press G twice and move that till it's in the center. So that will be the so press C again, that will be our break cutout point. Then we need another one towards the end here, so I think we'll use that one, and then we'll move this clutch one over just slightly, I think. So press Alt and just G twice and just move that over to about there. So we've got this one, and this one as our and we need to space these out. So what I'm going to do is go into I want to make sure that this and this are the same spacing. Well, actually they don't look far away, do they? Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so go back into there. Now, the cutout doesn't go to quite to the top, so if we put another loop cut here, put another loop cut, press Ctrl and R and just move that up slightly to here, there. So that will be the extent, and then we'll put another one here and move this down to around about there. So the cutout will be between here and here, here and here, and lastly there and there. So we'll grab this one first. So left click and select that vertex, and then press Control and left click the mouse for that. And then we press Control B to bevel it and bring it out to around about there. So going to what I want to do now is to join this to this, so press M at last. Okay, so that merges to the last, and then this one and click onto that and see where the extent is. So Z, wireframe. Let's have a look at vertex mode. So we've basically got two here. So if we press B, just select those across there, say merge at center, merge at center. Okay, so Z to go back in solid. So there we are, that's the extent of our cutout. Now, if we press Alt and select there, and then Alt and Shift and select that, what we want to do now is to press I to indent, and just indent it slightly to there. Okay, from there go to face select mode and press X and delete the faces. Okay, so if we, to see the extent of that, if we go back into object mode, press /, and that's our little cutout there. Okay, so press tab, and we want the same thing here, so select this, this and this, press Ctrl and B, let's do that again, this, this and this, press Ctrl B, and let's bevel this to roughly the same size. Tab into vertex mode, click this and this, no, not that one, and zoom in, deselect that one, choose that one, merge, so M at last, so we've got that. We move down to here, press Z and go into wireframe mode, B, and just click over there. I like there, there'll be two vertices there. So press M at center. Ooh, Control Z. I've still got that one. So deselect that. So press B, middle mouse, and deselect that. Then press M and merge at center. Okay, so Alt, select that, Alt Shift, select that, press I, let's indent that to roughly the same as the first one, so to there, press X and delete the faces, and then lastly go to this one, so select from there, select that first, or just select, go to edge select. Let's do the edge select because we did that last time. So select this, hold Shift, select that, and finally that. Press Ctrl and B to bevel it, and we'll bevel out to there, which is roughly the same. Okay. Go into vertex select mode. Click this one, then this one, press M, merge at last, and then scroll up to here, press deselect everything, so press A a couple of times, then left mouse click, B, select these two here, press M and merge at center, press Alt, select that line, Alt Shift, select that line, press X and delete the faces. No, Control Z to bring that back, I haven't indented it. So I to indent, roughly the same. as before. Roughly the same. I mean, these are not the same, these are old cars, aren't they? So press X, it doesn't have to be exact, and delete the faces. So that's our plate with our cutouts for our pedals. So what should we do now? So tab into object mode, press Z, go into solid. So that's our plate. Press forward slash to bring everything back. Press tab into edit mode, select everything with A, and we can either extrude on the normal path, so we can either do that or add thickness. I think I'll extrude on the normal path and see what happens. So click up here where it says global, so little drop down box, click into normals, and let's press E and Z by the looks of it. So E, Z, that's not right, so just move it up now. Press E, and then just, once you've pressed E and it doesn't work, just click on the arrow and drag it up to about there. So that's our plate. I'm just trying to see how much I need to bring it up. So bring it up a little bit more to there. Right, let's put an edge loop, a couple of edge loops in here, just to flatten the sides a little bit, and then go into each of these and do the same. So probably one in the center of each. So one in the center there. Just scroll across, one in the center here. So Control and R. Okay, and then finally one in between here. So press Control and R, and one in between there. Let's switch on the subdivision surface. Press tab, and there we are. That's our line. Obviously under there'd be a hole, so I'm quite tempted to go in and delete the panels underneath, which I think I'll do. Because that doesn't, once we put material on there, so if we put material on there, so go to this little button on the right here and go to this button here and choose whichever you've got. I think it will be a used steel. I think I got rid of that. So to get the materials, just click upon to this. If you've got Blender kit, enabled, which is free, and you get Blender kit by going here, preferences, add-ons, and type Blender kit. If you're using 2.93, it should be in it. 2.93 it should be in it, and just click there. Okay, so let's choose steel. So steel, and press enter. Why is it not showing them? Ah, there it is. Right, so if we move across, it's not stainless steel. Steel dark used. Brush stainless steel now. Rough iron steel. Let's choose rough iron steel, because that's what it looks like here. Press this little button over here, which is the viewport shading. Let's see what that is. Takes a few seconds. So this is what it looks like without material. Okay, if we look at this, it's not a million miles off, and I'm happy just to go with that actually. I'll put a brass material on the steering column, so that's coming on well. What I don't like is this panel under here, so let's get into this. So if I choose that and go to / and we need what we need, let's go back and choose this as well. So choose this and then this and go / choose this now, go into edit mode. Press Alt and H, bring everything back. Okay, so we've got go Z, wireframe, press 7, and it looks like we might have to, let's choose everything, press 7 and it's these that we need to get shot off. So let's go into press C and select all of these to select all of these and all of these. And everything that's selected in there. Just go through and get all of those. Now we've got too many in here, so right mouse click, let's move up. I don't think we've selected everything here, so let's press C again and choose all these. Okay, right. Let's have a look. So B, range select, and middle mouse, B, and take these off, B, all the way down here, B, middle mouse, so, C, right, let's scroll up here a bit. So press Shift and click. No. Right. So B, middle mouse, and go down to just above that line. Deselect those and do the same for the end here. So B, middle mouse, just above that line there, all the way along, and deselect those. Let's just check that we've got everything in. B, so B, so let's shift and left mouse click that. And these this one. Scroll up here. Bring these across. Press Shift. Select that. We'll deselect these. Don't know what it's doing that for. Yeah. So we've just got these to do. Excellent. Okay, so select all of those and press X and delete the faces. Okay, press Z, solid, right, /, bring everything back, and there we are. Okay, we've got the base there, but it looks a lot better than the, let me save this. Right, there we go. So that's a lot better. Alright, we'll do something about that, the base, probably cut that out in a future episode. But essentially that's where we are. Okay. Happy with that. So in the next episodes we'll be doing the steering wheel, the pedals, and probably doing some more on the running gear at the front. There's still a lot to do there, but it's starting to look good now. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.